Jamari just dropped a new video, so you know what we have to do. We have to watch it. And look, if you like the video, let's go.
So recently, Mr. Beast became the most subscribed to person on the entire platform. Year after year, he has consistently dropped some of the biggest videos on YouTube, and he's the type of guy that really prides himself on avoiding any sort of controversy around his name. And in general, it seems like he really just wants to have fun while helping people out and making these different big ideas of his come to life. But one controversial topic around him and his brand has been one of his best friends, Kris. Kris has been with Jimmy since the start.
Wait, is this guy's name still Kris, or did he change it to a new one?
Of his days on YouTube, and is actually one of his childhood friends.
And
over time, the audience came to know and love Kris like they do many of the other recurrent people on the channel. You might remember last year we talked about Kris in a highly controversial video posted by Sunny V2, and the main topic being discussed in this video was Kris becoming, well, Kris with a K, and transitioning from a man to a woman. Needless to say, the reception for this video was really all over the place. Over the years, people had come to know Kris as a married Christian family man, so many fans and critics alike did find his transition to be a little bit jarring. Including Nick Merckx, who has been very vocal about his opinions. Now, Mr. Beast has made it beyond clear
Nick Merckx
that Kris is his
wild. Wait, what did he say? Let me see what Nick Merckx said. You should be ashamed of yourself, leaving behind your wife and child to play pretend. One day you wake up and realize what you've done. That's cold.
Merckx, who has been,
but that's ballsy for Merckx to actually do that though. But that's cold.
Very vocal about his opinions. Now, Mr. Beast has made it beyond clear that Kris is his day one best friend, and he will always support him, even expressing displeasure towards people who had bad things to say about Kris, and claiming that he is an amazing parent. Even till this day, it's like constantly a huge topic of discussion online, because not only is it such a hot topic in general, but he's also involved with the biggest YouTuber in the world. And now Kris is once again being discussed, and it seems like their past is coming back to haunt them in the form of some strange tweets. Above that, there's also some more recent allegations that point towards Kris having a Dr. Disrespect type of relationship with a fan. First, let's talk about this video that recently came out and now went viral that shows old tweets from Kris.
That is crazy. This video will make you hate Kris.
Back in the 2017 to 2018 range. This video immediately connects Kris with a person named Shadman, who is known for his explicit drawings online. And he apparently got famous for depicting all kinds of disgusting things in these drawings, including underage individuals in these illustrations doing vile things.
What the
like, anyone who thinks this stuff is okay needs to be thrown under the jail with the likes of EDP. Basically, weirdos use this art angle as a bypass to enjoy, though the legality of it does still seem kind of vague to me. Well, basically, back in the day, Kris posted a ton about Shadman, and even had his artwork up at his house in the background of an old Mr. Beast video. He also posted several tweets about enjoying this type of artwork in general, and other suggestive posts about various...
wait. Did he just...
at his house in the background of an old Mr. Beast video. He also posted...
Nothing makes me get...
several tweets about enjoying this type of...
That bitch looks good for a 4-year-old. What? Hey, yo, these kids are wild.
Artwork in general, and other suggestive posts about various cartoon characters. And even though most of these posts are like 7 years old at this point, at the time he was still a 21-year-old man. And this isn't just like some racist stuff or something that there could be like more gray area on.
That's crazy.
Or you could say, oh, that was just like part of the times back then. This is some weird shit that he was interested in to a massive extent. Like, a grown man hanging a picture on their wall of this nasty stuff takes quite a bit of premeditated thought. So obviously people already thought that that was very strange of him, but it's really nothing compared to this more damning allegation, where people are claiming to have exposed Kris for having an inappropriate relationship with a 13-year-old fan, when he was 20 years old, and that this online communication continued for several years. Shout out to this man Prism, who is the first one to bring this to light. So there's this kid who goes by the nickname Lava GS online, and it seems like he was a massive Mr. Beast fan back in the day, and even got to work for Jimmy at some point in the past helping with his gaming channel. It seemed like over the years they developed several channels of communication, from Snapchat to Twitter messages, Discord DMs, and private gaming sessions. Which, let me just pause the video right there and say that I already have a problem with that.
That's a 20-year-old man and a 13-year-old kid.
There is absolutely no reason that a 20-year-old needs to be having all these different private conversations with someone who's in middle school. Like, a 20-year-old should be out there enjoying their life, trying to do new things with people their age.
Bro,
and obviously,
Kris is
pretty
sick,
much
man.
anyone with a platform online is going to have some fans who are kids. And so it's obviously the adult's responsibility to not be in, like, constant communication with them. It's really not that hard. Either way, he felt so comfortable with Kris, to the point that he was asking him about his addiction to adult cartoons. And they were having a lot of inappropriate banter publicly on Twitter when Lava was only 14.
Guys, we are so close to our goal. Oh my god, one more Patreon and I'm releasing my nudes. And this is the part I have a problem with. This isn't a group chat. This is literally just him and this other guy that he's been talking to and that he's friends with online.
What the hell?
Lava says, "I'm your first Patreon, big boy." And he shows that he donated some money. He donated like $1 or something.
Okay.
So it's not enough to meet the goal. And he says, "But not $5. Pathetic. Just kidding. Kissy face." I'll tell you what. It means that you're telling him that he needs to donate $5 so you can
Kris is weird, bro.
He says, "Wait till my Twitch revenue comes in." Winky face. And of course, it continues. He says, "Check again." And he tags you, I think. At least that must be you, or he's tagging you.
Bro, Kris.
And of course he says, "I posted some
if you guys want to cancel,
you,
like Dr. Disrespect, you better cancel this man.
This is someone that you're talking to that is 14 years old. That you know is 14. And at the end of the day, you cannot be talking about topics like this with
Kris is wrong, bro.
So at the very least, these two had a close enough relationship where Kris felt comfortable making these adult jokes towards him. And at the very worst, he's literally flirting with a 14-year-old on the timeline. But by the time Lava would turn 16, he would apparently even meet up with Kris at some point. And he even talked about this extensively on like a Mr. Beast Discord server. Now, I do want to make it clear that this guy Prism, who made this video, spoke privately with this Lava guy, and Prism claims that Lava's statement is that nothing bad ever happened when they met up back in the day, and that basically their relationship never really got inappropriate. And as I'm editing this video, guys, Lava actually took to Twitter to make his own statement about the situation, where he says, "These videos are massive lies and twisting the truth. Ava never did anything wrong and just made a few edgy jokes. I was never exploited or taken advantage of. Can you do me a favor and comment on these videos and tell them to stop spreading lies? The situation takes away from children who are actively being exploited every day online.
Facts.
I'm not a victim of anything being claimed in these videos or at all." And keep in mind, that's after this morning, he removed all affiliation with Mr. Beast from his Twitter page.
Damn.
And now we have yet another update where Keemstar has jumped into the picture. He says that Mr. Beast connected him with this guy Lava directly, and that Lava is denying all of these allegations, and now claiming that him and Kris did not have any sort of private interactions, and that when he went to meet up with Kris, that apparently his entire family and the Mr. Beast crew were present. I ran Discord with Kris Tyson when I was 13. Edgy and inappropriate jokes were said. That's it. So take with that what you will. And you guys already know, if there was going to be one person to defend Kris in this entire situation, it was going to be that fool Ethan is online, who last time we caught up with him was pretty much defending the sick people that they catch on predator poachers. Wow. So here he was trying to watch the video on stream where Kris got exposed for liking that very strange artwork.
God, I hate how this is formatted like a commentary video, and it feels like it was edited by AI.
You still think this is a coincidence? The next incident will definitely change your mind. On January 25th, 2019...
It also sounds like it was written by fucking AI.
Chanman posted a picture of a character called Raptalia from the Rising of the...
So, the synopsis is, Ava used to like... Stop skipping? No, because the synopsis of the video is Ava used to like Shadman in 2017. Don't watch that fucking dog shit video. So bad. Such an awful and terribly formatted video. Literally the worst fucking YouTube video I've seen in a long time.
So from the start, you can tell that this guy, Ethan, feels some sort of personal connection to the call out in that video.
Yeah, that's
just like the sheer
weird,
amount of
though.
anger you can see pulsing through his very tired face. To me, kind of tells the whole story of what his opinion is about to be. Yes, that video that he was watching, it wasn't like the best made video I've ever seen, but it's something that I would expect from kind of like a novice commentary channel. And I do think it was very important for kind of kicking off this expose. But let's hear what Ethan thinks.
Literally just to be like, Mr. Beast's friend 7 years ago had some inappropriate tweets that were a really bad look. You're avoiding the video? That's the whole point. What am I avoiding?
The truth that it doesn't matter that it happened 7 years ago. This guy was into some absolutely diabolical shit.
Didn't like most of the internet at the time with Shadman? Yes.
Dr. Disrespect happened how many weeks ago?
His excuse for this disgusting behavior is that apparently most of the internet, they were fucking with this nasty loser who was making these disgusting drawings. I mean, first of all, that just has to be a blatant lie.
Yeah.
And to me, the shit he was into is just like inexcusable. I don't give a when it happens. He was.
I don't even understand why people like do stuff like that. Real talk though, why do people do stuff like that? That's sick.
He's already an adult man.
I don't need to see the whole thing. It's bad. It's a bad video.
And I think that he's claiming it's a bad video because politically it doesn't align perfectly with him.
I'm sorry. It was 7 years ago.
You know how many times this guy Ethan has likely judged people for things that they did more than a decade ago just because they do not align with him politically? Like, that seems to be his whole shtick, is that if you're a conservative, because he's very obviously a big-time liberal, well, it's just you. He's never going to give you the benefit of the doubt. He's going to take your words and misconstrue them. But oh, when it's someone who's on his side of history, well, he's going to ride with them to the very end.
I don't want to see it. It's irrelevant. That doesn't make it okay. It's not relevant, though. Is that a gross thing to do? Is it unacceptable? Yeah. But, like, the anti-cancel culture warriors all of a sudden are like, wait, liking tweets from 7 years ago. Why are we even talking about Mr. Beast's friend? Because she's Mr. Beast's friend.
Yeah, and Mr. Beast has the biggest platform literally in the entire world.
This is
Since
true.
This time,
and like it
Kris
gets in front of
it is now Ava.
And that's fine, but it doesn't just absolve you of all the nasty shit you were doing before you transitioned.
To give you an idea of how fucking long ago this was! Stop being defensive. You follow Kris on Twitter. Dude, this was a completely different time. I was in high school when this happened. I had no idea who fucking Mr. Beast was, and neither did Mr. Beast. He wasn't even around. What are you saying?
I think that the point they're trying to make is that every single time this type of topic comes up, whether it's someone actually like trying to talk to someone who's underage, or just having this type of peculiar behavior, you always seem to be on the side where you are literally rushing to defend the person who's just being absolutely disgusting.
Are you trying to cancel Mr. Beast too? Because he had that in his living room?
Nah,
it was in Mr. Beast's living room. Should he be canceled too? You can't ever defend Mr. Beast ever again. Don't ever defend him or watch him.
Yeah, Mr. Beast doesn't have a bunch of old tweets linking him to this freak and suggesting that he was a massive fan of him. I guarantee you that if Jimmy was doing that shit back in the day, it would have been brought to light long ago, and his feet would have been held to the same fire.
It shows a bias. Towards what?
Towards creeps.
Do you want to keep acting like Mr. Beast should be canceled forever or something?
No one time said Mr. Beast should be canceled. You're the only one bringing him up at this point. I mean, everyone really just wants Kris to come out and explain why he was into that weird shit.
No,
be apologetic.
Listen, I don't want him to explain. The fact he was into that weird shit and the stuff he was saying to that 14-year-old boy, bro, this man needs to be, like, out of here, bro. Like, yesterday. What the hell are you guys talking about, bro?
I'm not apologetic.
Hey, listen, we did, and nobody say hate or nothing, because we did the same exact thing to Dr. Disrespect. And listen, bro, I was a big Dr. Disrespect fan. I don't even know what's going on with the Dr. Disrespect situation, but I was a big fan. So listen, if we're canceling Dr. Disrespect, get this man out of here, bro. Out of here.
And now you're literally misgendering Kris.
He's probably more upset about that than he is about the core matter here that Kris was on some weird shit. I mean, this guy's brain is so
Kris is
dense.
weird, bro. That's
it
crazy.
Just honestly starts to make me a little bit upset.
Who is this guy,
like,
bro?
how can someone be so confident in this way of thinking?
I swear to God, I don't know who this guy is, bro. They said Ethan. What does he do? I know. I was gonna say, what does he do? Obviously, he's a streamer, but bro, I just don't know him, bro. What does he do though? Like, can someone write in the chat what he does? Please, no hate whatsoever in this video. We're just giving our opinions, okay? No hate in the video, just opinions.
And just be so wrong.
You're spelling it the way she changed it to, but you're misgendering her. So I think that shows that you have a pretty severe bias, actually. Jeez. You actually have a bias that leads you outside of reality and away from logic. Why are you being defensive? Because you don't have anything to say.
Listen, Ethan, get some help, bro. As for Kris, we're gonna need some answers. Like, in my opinion, Mr. Beast don't really need to say shit about this. But Kris, like, if you want to continue to have a platform online, you need to explain yourself a little bit. Like, him just wiping his entire Twitter clean, it just does not look very good to me. But y'all let me know what you guys think down below. I will continue to keep y'all updated on this situation. As always, I do want to thank you guys for a little bit. Like, him just
Hey, shout out. Hey, listen. I might not agree with anything he's doing, but I respect this. Like, the love for the Palestinians and whatever is going on there. I respect that, bro. I respect that. That's crazy. But yeah, you're still a fucked up person, and we need answers, bro. We need answers, bro. You ain't getting off that easy, buddy. We need them motherfucking answers. Hey, listen, chat, if you like the video, and listen, I stream every day on Twitch. So please follow me on Twitch. And don't forget to subscribe. We're five subscribers away from 150. Please get me to 150, man. Come on. We need to get monetized.